Once again, I know it gets hard. Looking around, you start to think, maybe this isn't what I wanted. But you have to keep going, keep moving on. Once again, I know it gets hard. Looking around, you start to think, maybe this isn't what I wanted. But you have to keep going, keep moving on. Once again. Looking around, you start to think, maybe this isn't what I wanted. But you have to keep going, keep moving on. Once again, I know it gets hard. Looking around, you start to think, maybe this isn't what I wanted. But you have to keep going, keep moving on. And don't you ever look back. Once again. Once again.
You heard the lady. We gotta keep moving on. Hello, Tridas. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully y'all can hear me. got Ultra outside. They're testing everything. It's gonna be a long weekend, a loud weekend. Yeah. Hold on one sec. Let's see. Yep. So cool that GameStop added Bitcoin to its reserves, but well, smog. What do you mean smog? Talking about smog. Oh yeah, that's just the 1% electric blinds. It's kind of really bright still. The sun's setting though. I don't know. We could get this thing. Yeah, you see that? There it is. All right. Trade of the series, GME, GameStop. They were going to stop the games. They were going to take over the world with their Bitcoin purchase, where we got as high as 29.76 overhead resistance from July. And then it was gone. Bearish abandoned baby, I guess. Collapsed all the way down. Lowest price we had seen on GameStop since October 28th. And that's it. Cooked. I mean, down 22%. It's up after hours, 2.94%. But yeah, that's not really what you're looking for. But I guess in the end, support level was defended again. But yeah, this is typical stuff with earnings and news from catalysts. So make of that what you will. I wish there was just, you know, I was like close to going live yesterday. I'm just like, what in the world is the point? Oh, sorry, I'm watching Bama's on right now, of course, right? Sweet 16. So I'm going to be paying attention to that a little bit throughout this. But what do you want me to do? I mean, look at this price action. Since the 10th, it's the 27th now. And we've just been meandering on up, skating along. No trend reversal behavior yet. You have to break 92K. You have to. Or if you're going to sell off here, you have to end up making a higher low than 78K. And that's just it. I mean, you're looking at the 4 hour above my head here, and it's just very well respected little channel. Win resolution. Ah, yeah, man, just completely, just since mid-January. Okay, for 2+ months now, just the same type of price action. It's been rough, man. Been very rough. Like, there's just the moves, not enough of any sort of resounding moves to make much money if you're talking about swing trading here. No direction. Just the direction is lower, but very, very slow and methodical. So that's where we are. On Bitcoin, there's just not much to talk about because it doesn't really move much, right? You're trading the same price you were trading at literally February 27th. It's March 27th. Same exact price right now. Same. I hope we break higher, man. I do, but you're not yet. You have not made a higher high in 2+ months. At least, like, we're talking about major discernible swing highs on the daily. So this is like, why are you live now? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, you know, the index funds, we could talk about that. We talk about gold all-time highs. That's pretty cool. Not many people are interested in that. People only care about Bitcoin and crap coins. People are really interested in, like, sorry, there's like no liquidity in this market still. It's just slowly been bleeding out. Trying to come up with excuses to get excited, like Solana. Oh my God, dude, they're holding 135.60 or whatever now. That's cool. But what about Ethereum, the second largest crypto in the entire world? What is there? I mean, like, I hope they hold it, man. I hope this isn't just bearish consolidation, right? I mean, here's even a high you can see probably on the 12 hour. It's kind of visible on the daily. I mean, you're not even coming close to rivaling previous highs, and that is a key characteristic of potential trend reversals. Because at least you got at least this matching market participants or money in the asset, and we're just not even close. I mean, to even rival a controversial potential swing high from before, it would have to go up another 13.39%. It's just very tough market because there's no liquidity, there's no bids, there's no demand. I understand it's Ethereum. People can only care about Joe-coin. Dude, Joe-coin, I haven't looked at it today, but I can't believe how it looked when we did look at it, right? I mean, the next day it jumped 10%, but I don't know if that's sustained. These things are so illiquid, man. Like $10 will move it probably. Yeah, so then you gotta look at Ethereum to Bitcoin, which is probably the most tried and true, consistent thing on the market, right? In terms of what it's doing and what it's been doing. All right, dude. Ethereum paired against Bitcoin. Number go down. Number go down and continuously go down. And you're just getting ready for fresh lows, multi-year lows. So we're just waiting on that, I guess. I got an alert there. We'll be hearing that soon, that beep. But yeah, like, what do you there? And the thing is, like, okay, right here, once that little one-time support from January 2021 breaks, I guess you could say 2 million sats, but the big historical level is going to be like 1.6 million satoshis. So if this level breaks that they're kind of holding on to in a really pathetic fashion, I mean, if it doesn't hold and you're going to break down the next, I mean, you like, could you imagine Ethereum paired against Bitcoin going down another 30%? I think you probably could. Yeah. People are tired of Ethereum. People are tired of all of this. I mean, I'm tired of it too. Like, man, things change so much, and it just, it's hard going live when, I mean, and XRP, like, rolling over some after buyers failed to go test 265, 272. I mean, this is a high, this is a lower high. Why? Why? Why is this high here, March 6th, and then we put in a high that is lower on the 19th? Why is that happening? And why are we now going lower? Why is this high the highest high that rivaled the old all-time high and closed, you know, right at it, below it? And why are these two highs lower than this high? And then why is this high lower than both of these highs? And then now why is this high lower than this high, these highs, and that high? What is going on? I mean, like, it's not really good. Not yet. I mean, you got to make higher highs. I'm sorry, that has to happen at some point, or we will be going to see 196 again. Just be prepared. That was a great run off of, look, sellers were exhausted. The exhaustion was identified at a support. So there were multiple market participants around the world that had some bids set up there, and the rally ensued. And there was just not enough demand to get it up to the next big resistance, and you put in another lower high. Call me when that changes. Okay, that's XRP. We're going to do things, man. BNB, though, ridiculous. I don't know, like, just this thing's probably so illiquid now. This is just the BNB market makers doing this. This is, oh, it's engulfing. Oh, it's rejecting. Oh, look, they'll engulf like this, and it'll be back down at 620 in a day or two. I just, whatever. Have fun with this illiquid joke market now. No progress. Manipulated garbage. But hey, man, whatever. You're at resistance again. You were 2 days ago. You were on the 21st, the 18th, 17th. Okay, whatever. Just great. Still making lower highs. You got to, look, remember the progress that has to be made? You got to make a higher high than 700, 730 to get things rolling again. Or if you're going to sell off, you got to pivot somewhere that's higher than these two lows. And then, you know, there's still so much work to be done. Tough place to be right now on. These cryptos, man. But then, you know, saying all that, you go to Solana, and it's like, wow, it's kind of got the only argument. But again, I can't trust an argument with Bitcoin looking the way it does. Like, there's no universe where Bitcoin marks down and somehow Solana is holding 135.81 and it runs higher. Like, you'll be back at 130, 125 faster than you can blink if Bitcoin starts rolling over. So this positive price action correlation we are receiving on this asset might not mean crap. But hey, it was cool here, and this positive price action correlated, I mean, let's just say the positive price action correlation manifested into a nice rally all the way up to 147.39. And you engulfed bearishly yesterday and tested that 135.81. Remember, it's not a joke. It's very, very real from history, multitude of times. Okay, so they tested it yesterday. They're testing it again. It was showing a little bit of strength compared to others today. And now in Power Hour, where we've lost a lot of that steam. So, it's the only one where someone could really construct a trading plan that would make any sense on the major cryptos, like large market cap assets. I know, Trader Man. I don't know. Yeah, why am I streaming during the Bama game? I did it on the last one. The previous game Bama was playing, I was live during it, so we're doing okay right now. 30-26. Okay, the sun has gone down, so boom, wow, nice slam dunk. Nice. Yeah, so there's a lot of upside if it was the hold and caught follow through, but who's to say it's going to catch follow through? Who's going to buy it, man? Dr. J? Who's going to buy it? Well, Larry Fink's going to buy Solana, dude. All right. All you can do, right, in these situations, you have your long, you have your stop loss, and you just go with God. That's all you can do. Only one of the big ones. So let's look at, we can just look at some others. How's Litecoin doing? Good God, man. Like, what is this? I mean, maybe it breaks upward. Sure, it could. They could break it upward, but it's... Look how nasty that consolidation is. It's nasty, man. But look at why are they correlating the price of the 200 so perfectly? What is going on? It smells like a bear flag. It looks like a bear flag. No way it's going to be that perfect, right, Anakin Skywalker, Padme? Okay, maybe we got something going on. I mean, just imagine the bear pole size. You don't even want to know. Like, we're dead if that actually played out. I hope it doesn't, man. I hope we're looking at something that looks like a bear flag, and they're just going to break it upward, and we're going to go to 105, and it's still not great. I mean, that could just be another bearish back test. So, okay. How about Bitcoin Cash? They were going to take over the world, right? They had the inverse logo. Well, it kind of was looking all right. And maybe if it starts reversing, above 308, we'll be all right. I mean, you are completely fine above 308, but dude, why are we just spinning the wheels above support and doing nothing? Probably Cardano's the same. I mean, you're okay, right? Like, you're not dead till you're below that 308 level. And then I think you're in a lot of trouble. Like, you're seriously screwed below 308. Just not there yet. Why would they hold it up like this a couple times just to reverse it and start bleeding out again? It's nasty. Even after you broke the channel. Okay. Yeah, Cardano. It's up 1.3. Now this one's like starting to look, it's a little bit better, right? Definitely better than BCH. They looked almost the same, and now today 3% down on BCH and up 1.37% on Cardano, above the 200 moving average. I mean, everything above 68.8 cents, you're really good for 89 cents. Like that would certainly be your target. Yeah, I like that. But I mean, it's a higher low, really cool. Almost like an M shape here. Everything's good, but we don't act like we know. Like you could just have you gotta have a stop probably at like 68 cents, 67.5 cents, and you just better pray that we go to 89 cents. I mean, that, and then exit. Probably you just exit at that point. That's the only way to play this thing. So it's better than a lot, you know, it really is. But if Bitcoin starts rolling over, oh my God, it just won't even matter. How good it looked. Like something like Vchain doesn't even matter. It looks okay. It's like, dang man, that's like an insanely good falling wedge, right? That's like crazy specimen wedge, and they've broken out. They've walk out of it, right? Same type of price action you got on Ethereum. It's an ERC20 token, right? It's like on the Ethereum platform, so no surprise. I mean, but like, can you trust it? Hard to, there's no form of confirmation. So that's where we are in crypto, Vchain. Someone's talking about Zcash, like, okay, yeah, there's an M shape here, certainly, a big old M shape, possibly type 2 return. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, 1 and 2 here. You're fine above $33, but below it, I don't think you would want to own it. Yeah, I mean, things have kind of turned around on Zcash, where it was only lower highs, lower lows, and now the higher highs here, and these two lows are rivaling these lows, but they're still higher on the closes. And all these lows are higher than this low from July last year, so it is interesting, but yeah, we can look at total market cap, man. Yeah, still valid. I mean, this is still valid potential structure. You just better watch out. I mean, I'll replot it later, but that 1618 still looms. This right here, very controlled and methodical for now, okay, until we get a God candle. It's not great in this trend. There's a supply line, I'm sure. I don't know if you've broken it. I don't think so. Not yet. I mean, something like, oh yeah, I guess you did. Like, in a way, it looks like you might have. If you try to, what makes the most sense with the touches, maybe you broke it. And if you try to go like perfectly on the top, if you just do 1 and 2 anchor points, 1 and 2, you have not broken anything. So they couldn't even test it here back in February, early March. So below the 200 moving average, below the supply line, below the overhead resistance from history from 2021. Those are things that have to be recaptured. All these levels have to be recaptured, and then I'd feel a lot better about the asset. The asset class, which is total market cap, all the cryptos combined. So it just, yeah, maybe we got a potential dragon going on. We'll then break the supply line, recapture key levels. Okay, cool, whatever. Crypto, hype in the chat. Never gonna see hype in the chat ever again. It's over. Here you go. Here's the S&P 500 overhead resistance support, right? July, August last year. We had recaptured it on a gap, and now the gap has pretty much filled. I do think it's cool that we back tested that level and held it today officially, but man, it was so much better earlier today, right? They had rallied this thing all the way up to 570. Now you're down after hours a little bit. You better not lose this level. This is all really, I mean, I just hope it's not this. I just hope to God it's not that. If it's that, we are so screwed. I mean, it is such a good looking bear pole, bear flag in the mix, in the makings right now, right? Do you see this, or why does it look too good? It looks too good. Concerning structure. And then the 200 moving average, right? The 200-day moving average, you're below it. Oh boy, I want to get excited so bad. You don't even understand how I want to get excited, but I just can't. I can't yet. Okay, Dow Jones not as bear flaggish, but even still, I mean, you're above the 200 moving average. That's nice, but I think you're just doing what assets do. They go high to low. Look, you've gone to a 50% retrace. Dow's theory, right? You've retraced 50% from the lows off the previous high, and that's about it so far. So doesn't really look so much like a bear flag like the S&P. A little bit steeper, so it's probably no structure right now. All right. I think it's because like defensive stocks have kind of outperformed big tech lately, which is not really weird. It's pretty normal. All right, people get scared. I want to buy some dividend stocks, man. Okay, so the NASDAQ, here it is. We still have not made a 38% retrace. Can you believe it? We made like a 37% retrace. How about that, you know, before marking down. What's really like, blah, about the NASDAQ, remember the SPY, the same, I mean, this B point, old one from August? At least on the SPY, they're above, they closed the day above it. What did they do today? This high. I mean, they broke it on a candle close yesterday, and then they rallied, and then, confirmed its validity as a resistance before selling off and closing pretty much where you opened. And this one's more similar to the spider, where it's like, you can't be serious, right? You can't be serious about this potential flag, bear pole, bear flag. Oh, and now what's so, like, look at this. Anyone tell me? Well, I'm not even gonna ask, but anymore. I'm trying to engage. It's just like embarrassing. So I'm just gonna. It's hidden bearish divergence developing. You know, like, you got to be kidding me. How are we? Here's a high, this much momentum, and then ridiculously lower high, and already waning on positive momentum. You better start pumping tomorrow and the next week, otherwise it's going to be implied of a continuation downward already. Man, that's nasty. That is beyond nasty. And semiconductors looking kind of scary bad. The Bama game is behind, it's next to the camera. It's almost 75 inch, I'm looking at it. Yep, so, I mean, this is just not a good sign. Like, you can't get anything going, and nothing implies we're going higher, and now you're starting to develop an argument that we might be going lower soon. Okay, below the 200 moving average. Paul Tudor Jones, one of his famous quotes, nothing good happens below the 200-day simple moving average, chat. So, not a good combo. Bearish structure, below that level, bearish back test of this swing high from August last year, and now the developing hidden divergence. I'm just kind of, ugh. Time for vacation, I guess. There you go, right? They rallied this thing to 209. It was certainly regarded once again as a resistance, and you've rolled over to go fill the gap. They pretty much filled it. Yeah, at the lows today, they filled the gap, so Jesus chimes for that, but okay, cool. Small caps in a corrective wave, in a downtrend right now, and that's all conceptualized. You can see it. Nothing's changed. Look, they also, that heart line's beautiful, right? Resistance, support. Now it's resistance again. Now you got to love the respect of this channel and its midpoint. So, all right. Gold, all-time highs. Highest daily candle close ever. And there's nothing here. Remember, all you got really is 3,200. That's your high to low. 2618 fib extension. And yeah. Nice. Silver, really nice day. It was up over 2%. And I guess we're now waiting on this 2011, 2012 resistance to be tested for the first time. It hasn't happened yet, so I think we're getting ready for it. And then up there you got a 113% shark completion zone, so that X marks the spot. So you got some more upside. Good to see this uptrend finally running again. Nice for silver. But dude, I'll tell you, talking about actionable, we finally got something. Palladium. Dude, this is it. Okay, you want a low risk entry with max upside, with structures that increase your probability of a particular outcome, which would be it going up next. You got it on Palladium. This is it. This is it, chat. The buyers have recaptured the 200-day simple moving average. You have a very strong looking confirmation low, double bottom at not just the bottom of the local zone, the orange lines, but this gray zone takes you back to 2018, 2014, 2011. That's why this is so incredible. This is, I mean, you want to find this on any asset you could ever get your hands on. This is the type of stuff to be able to manage your risk optimally and have the most upside. This is it. This is the type of stuff you're looking for. So kind of crazy, man. Palladium. Not many things out there look like this. So cool. Your target would obviously be like 1,250 if it really went. But I'm saying this is like some sort of accumulation structure. Like the composite operators conducting a buying campaign now. I mean, that's target one. Eventually it could be 6 months, 1,500. Just remember what's going on here, okay? A very long, extended, multi-year downtrend, and then it's finally, we're trying to identify the composite operator's signature for those buying campaigns. This looks like it. And if it fails, hey, you can take on minimal losses. But if it succeeds, maximum upside. So this is the stuff that you want to find on any market, any asset, any given time if you can help it. Okay, so this is definitely a dream. Okay, all right. Platinum actually looked okay, but it's gonna look like this forever, I guess. I don't think it's ever gonna actually mark up. It's just like a heart rate monitor, suppressed. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's terrible. Like in terms of things it's still showing like favorable stuff. The lows keep coming in and they're all higher than the previous lows. That's phenomenal, but like, man, it just could chop around for another 6 months. But even platinum looks pretty interesting here. I'd probably go palladium due to not so much of all this heart rate monitor price action, but okay. Yep, every time I go live, it gets worse and worse. Oh boy, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Might go move and start a farm or something, chat. Yep. Live cattle futures. Might be FOMOing into buying cows since this streaming thing's just not really working anymore. Yeah, we're going to be at all-time highs soon on live cattle futures. So, and then feeder futures still just ridiculous. Can't stop this thing. U.S. oil above 67.59, nice. Whatever, till you're above $78 in a downtrend. I don't really trust it till then. A lot of commodities took it on the chin today, though. Look at this. You know, coffee futures been that price contraction. Well, looks like it might. I mean, they're at it, so it might be breaking down soon. Finally, and you look at the PEJ, and that's the PEJ is the. Oh, not the PEJ. Excuse me. The what was it? Sorry, the DBC. Oh, it was flat today. Yeah, I'm having issues. I don't like this. I mean, you're making lower highs, lower lows. You put in the lowest high. You're below the 200 moving average. A miracle is going to have to happen soon. They're holding on to 2183. Remember, this is the commodity index tracking fund. So this is like total market cap, but for commodities. I like DBCs. Total. Yep. So, you know, that's kind of concerning here. Keep putting in enough lower highs, you'll eventually flush downward, and then it'll be over for corn and wheat and rice futures, coffee probably too. Okay, let's look at the Mag 7. Nvidia down over 2% today. Not looking good, man. I just, what? Like, really? Like, what did they do today? Well, we gapped down, and we filled the gap, and then we sold off and closed where we opened. That's not good. All of this happening below 118. Hands off Nvidia below 118. That's just the way it is. It has to be that. It's a line in the sand. Below 118, given enough time, you're looking at $100, $97. Remember, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Such a lack of demand that the buyers were unable to even go test the 200-day simple moving average. You're trading below the 200 simple moving average. Your RSI is threatening the bearish control zone. Just like, wow, like there's just nothing good about Nvidia technically right now. You have to get new data come in to change all of that. And it's not here right now. Nothing's good. XPD is the Palladium symbol. XPD. People going to spring break. That's such cope, Brad. That's the most cope thing ever. No viewer of mine's actually participating in spring break. My demographic's between 24 and 55, my majority audience. So no, that's just not real. Google down 1.7. Just gross, man. Already maybe starting to develop hidden bearish divergence. I mean, that's just not good. You're going to be testing 160 again soon. You don't hold that, it's going to be an easy 150. Below the 200 moving average, nothing good happens. That's definitely where you are. It's ugly. Google looking ugly. To buy it right now doesn't make any sense, and it hasn't made sense. Meta down 1.37%. Well, all they did was go up and test 630 as resistance, and that's it. What was once resistance was confirmed resistance, because now you have like one, maybe this changes with new data, but look, the one time and now 2 times. Why is it 2 times now? Why is that being confirmed? That could be way more drawdown. We could be looking at lower prices soon on Meta. It really wouldn't be that weird either. I mean, look at this thing, man. Are you kidding me? Who could be surprised if we went lower? You go to 520 and things would still be like ridiculous from where we were at the end of 2022. I mean, this is insane. Overdue for deeper retrace. Amazon, they're holding it above 200, but barely, man. Unfilled gap at 196. You know that's going to fill, which means we're going to fall back below a key level. Wow, man. Look at this sunset. Really pretty. It's always awe-inspiring. Really nice out here as dusk, takes hold Thanks for the $26 contribution. I had no idea why it's not showing up. Unless it did and I just missed it. I don't think I missed it though. I'm going to Tokyo. Thanks for the $5 Litecoin contribution. I have no idea why this stuff's not working. Yeah, it's not even generating. And I reset everything on this laptop, on this computer. I gotta contact the developer of Altcoin because something's going on.
Keep up the good work.
Ingrid Bullo, if it was good work, what I was doing, people would be here. Like, you know, I'm just starting to get to a point where I'm like, I don't even know, right? Like, it gets really demoralizing. And I know it's like, you shouldn't talk about that as streamer. It's like, dude, I've never not been real, okay? I'm not saying I'm burnt out, but dude, it just gets, you're just pushing crap against the tide every day. And things just get worse. Like that, just the market doesn't move, but you're helpless to your viewership collapsing. Everything just dumps. Like there's nothing I can do. I can't, oh, a new camera, nothing matters. There's Tesla, terrible. Oh my God. Like what did they just do? Took it to 292, probably induced a lot of buying and then just rejected. And the gap's not filled. I wouldn't touch this yet. You can't. There's no structures yet that make sense for an edge with an unfilled gap. You probably want to come back down to 230, test it again, hold it. You know, we get something like this, you have a better argument, reasoning behind maybe going long, but until then, or it could be even better where you come down and you make some sort of slightly lower low here. They violate it, they recapture, then you got a real good argument to take a long. But there's just nothing here yet. Like just, you were just a day trader scalping with no edge, just hoping to God that it lands on your side of the coin. That's about all you got. Oh, Tesla, right? Here, I mean, fill the gap, right? Come down to 232 or 209 and you'll have a better shot. I think you'd have a better argument for a fresh long on Tesla, sorry. I'm just tilted, okay, on this. Tilted, man. Apple up 1.05%. Hey, I like it above 220. Nice. But the issue with this is like they could take this thing to 237 and it just ends up being the lower high, another lower high. That's the problem. You don't have any structure locally. You don't have anything. This is just an impulse down and a reflexive rally ongoing with an unfilled gap at 218.45. It's just not really anything here. Like tech is big tech and it's just not the place for TA. There's no, I mean, the TA is there's no structures. We're still like coming off of the impulse phase and this little reflexive rally doesn't even look good. It's almost like, are they just making it a bear flag? Yeah, man. Bama's whooping it right now. That's cool. Thank you, Getting Technical. And Andrew S., thank you for the kind words. Okay. Oh, dude, I mean, like, the price of Bitcoin hasn't moved. I got people DMing me, like, the most hateful crap you could imagine. Like, I know for a fact none of y'all have had DMs sent to you from people, okay, lately. And it's just like, Bitcoin doesn't even move. And people get really vitriolic and really just like, it's just like, wow. Like, I don't even, it's just everything. People get really hateful and it's just like, wow, I'm so, what's the point, you know, in any of this? Like, Yep. It's like, well, hey man, I'm here for y'all, you know, over 7 years now, and I'm just like, here we are over 7 years, and it's tough. It's tough streaming for 7 years, dude. I'm just telling you that. Consistently, consecutively. Yeah, so we got, oh, well, the daily close, so we'll just go to it. Bitcoin, here it is. Oh, look at this. I mean, these are daily candles, man. Daily candles. Just like here. I mean, are you kidding me? To be a streamer doing this. Go ahead and do it. And then the Wyckoff distribution occurs, and then people still talk crap. Like, you're like, hey, Wyckoff distribution every single day for an entire month. And then the markdown to 78K. And people still talk crap to you. People will still say, like, hateful things. It's just like, what am I supposed to do here? Okay? Like, I can't trust Bitcoin. I'm sorry. Until we're making higher highs, higher lows, how could you trust this market? Okay? Big tech looks bad. Why are we bear flagging on the S&P and then the NASDAQ? Bitcoin's going to do literally the exact same thing as those index funds. Same thing. They already are. Go look at the S&P 500 from the 10th to now. Same exact price action. This is just a tech stock. Well, then take a break. I mean, it's like, dude, I got people that, you know, like support what we do in the Patreon, and it's like, I'm here for that. I'm here for the people that watch the stream, even for free, that do show up. But I'm just telling y'all, I'm just like communicating. It's tough. It's very, very tough right now. Ethereum, it's just bad. Like, I don't even, like, I mean, you're fine like a fruit fly above 1972. I would never own this asset below 1972. Get ready to get wrecked if it falls below that level. Like, I'm just saying, if Bitcoin flushed at all here, this thing is going to fresh lows. XRP, same situation where you are not doing bullish things despite what you might think is going on. It's not. They're still making lower highs consecutively. And then before that, here's a low that's, and this is lower than this low, and this low is lower than this low. You know that this is downtrending, okay? It is in a downtrend. I don't give a crap what you say. It can be sideways all you want, but you have to understand swing highs and swing lows. You're in a downtrend on XRP. You're witnessing buyers fail to test a key level that they have already tested at the beginning of the month. That is not a good sign, all right? It's just not. And you can't make it be a good sign until all of a sudden godlike candles come in and we're back above 272 and it was all a bad dream. Solana, I mean, the only one at all that makes sense, but I still can't trust Solana because Bitcoin is in a downtrend. I can't trust crypto right now. Even with these things beaten down so much, I still don't think there's enough, man. Hey, at least I got a cool backdrop. At least I got this, man. Oh yeah, well the tariffs are going to be starting at on the 2nd, so we got that going for us, right? That's upon us. Yeah, halftime. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we've gone across the markets, right? Looked at some commodities, some equities, some cryptos, Palladium looks like the one with the framework for low risk, high reward opportunity. So you got that. But like, other than that, man, just stay buckled up, because I have no idea when liquidity is actually going to really return to this market, and it can't return to the market when the S&P 500 looks like this. Just no way. Yeah, why do we bear flag? That means everything's doomed if this plays out. Hopefully, right, what we're identifying is just there's not enough data, it's not reliable, but you're below the 200 on the moving averages, and I'm just not down with that. I don't like that stuff. At least HYMC, only thing worth a crap, you know. It's got the framework, right? It's in a sector that is more bullish because gold's all-time highs, right? Silver pumping near nearly 14-year highs. Okay, so you had some of this going for you, but it's just few and far between. Opportunity is very sparse right now compared to 2024. So hoping this continues, but I don't know. Just pretty illiquid. Yeah, very illiquid asset. Only 200,000 volume. Shoot, man. Yep. Well, I don't know, man. Next time you'll see me, just maybe something will happen tomorrow. That'll be great. But I think I'm just gonna wrap it up, man. I don't even know what to say. Just letting you know your boy is getting pushed mentally, okay? And I hope y'all understand and empathize instead of DMing me hate and cursing me out. So thank you for coming. I'll be back.